Hello and welcome. Welcome to the front hall. David Bradley here. I'm your host. We're not going to take a whole lot of time on this. We have here an Amiga 2000 HD. It's probably not been plugged in 30 or more years. It has a battery, but I don't see any obvious signs of battery damage on the board. Does that mean it's going to work? I don't know. At the moment, the only thing I have here to hook up to is this green monitor. So we have power. We do. So I guess there's nothing left to do but turn it on and see what we hear. All right, well, the fan is working. Oh, you know it would help tremendously if I actually connected the monitor. But I think already that I'm hearing that the hard drive did not come to life. I think so. I'm going to turn it on again. Remember, these hard drives can get sticky. Yep. All right. I'm going to tap the hard drive. The stiction happens, and apparently there can also be like literally rubber things inside that go bad. There. Do we hear any hard drive activity? I don't think so. Nope. Oh, this has 2.0 ROMs. And the drive is not answering the call. Not at this moment. You know what? It does, like, I know what a hard drive sounds like spinning. It doesn't sound like it's spinning. I'll give it a little more encouragement. This is a screwdriver with a rubber handle. Remember, of course, also, I suppose I should just see if the thing is actually plugged in anywhere. And I think it is. Yeah, it's plugged into the power supply. Yep. This may be, and you know what, a while ago I kind of got to the point where I was going to open a hard drive up and look inside, but I didn't. I got scared. But really, if it's going to be screwed, doesn't really matter. And sometimes we can give it a help. Actually, I'm going to do it while I'm turning it on. I'm going to tap it. Oh, Guru meditation. All right. I don't think that helped any. All right, I'm not going to tap it no more. Okay. So it's funny, in the case of stuff I looked at before, I didn't see any Workbench 2.0. Somewhere I must have some. But one good sign, an encouraging sign, is the battery's in there, but the board seems to still be working. So that is good. Anyway, at some point, if I'm brave, I will take a screwdriver, and not this screwdriver because it doesn't fit, and I'll take the top off the drive because, hey, what do I have to lose? It's not working now. So here we have an Amiga 2000 HD, and I suppose if I could find a workbench disk, I would know better if it's working, or if the drives are working. Certainly, it could use, as my grandmother would say, a face wash. I don't know if you can see this. Ugh. There is some serious dust. But the power supply seems good. Is the hard drive, going to come to life? I don't know. It's, I think, a 40 megabyte quantum. But the controller is here. RAM card is here. I suppose at the moment I'm just going to leave it on and see. So it's, as I say, it's been probably 18 months since this was bestowed upon me. And I have thought about many times saying, hey, I should check that out, but I haven't. But one of the first things I do when I get to it is I will take out the whole top part and I will get that battery out of there. I will get it out. They're evil. And I will look for some discs for the workbench. I shall. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a lovely, lovely day. My battery is low. My memory is low. And I'm hungry. So, I'm going to just let this sit. Or perhaps at the moment, I'll turn it off. This may seem brutal, and maybe it is. But if the drive is screwed, the drive is screwed. And this is not going to hurt it. If it won't spin, it won't spin. And it won't spin. Oh well. One step at a time. Anyway, thanks so much for coming. Oh, your meditation. Maybe that's because of the beating. Indeed. Beating is never usually good, although there was a bulletin came out of Commodore once about the Amiga 500s, and because the keyboard was right over top of the, the circuit board, the constant typing could, little by little, work some of the chips a little free. And indeed, they set out a bulletin suggesting that when something comes in like that, you hold it between 6 and 8 inches above a very solid table, not when the customer is there, and you drop it. And that will possibly, very possibly, reseat the chips ever so slightly enough that the machine will work. And I can say, quite honestly, that it did work at times. All right, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to let this sit. And we'll see you again. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.